Previously on Tales of Berseria, we fought Shigure halfway up Mount Kilarus and barely won thanks to Rokuro's clever swordplay. Awaiting us at the summit was an armatized Meirchio, who nearly erupted the volcano in a desperate attempt to take the party with him. With our victory, we now have enough souls to awaken the Empyreans and weaken Innominat's domain, freeing everyone from his mind control. What's up with all the yaks? I tried to grab a yak to see how it tasted, and it knocked me flat on my back. I know when I'm beaten. I promise to take good care of him.
Glad to see you made it back in one piece, Velvet.
I'm here on orders from the boss to help you guys out.
We could certainly use it. How are things back in the city?
I came here from Hellawes, so I don't know how far the suppression has progressed. But I can tell you that the Abbeys designated the area north of Hellawes as a Class 4 administrative zone.
Which means they've pulled their forces out of the area.
What about the people of Meirchio?
Everyone got out safe and sound, although they did petition for the extermination of the Lord of Calamity.
Of course.
I say we make this town our new hideout. When else are we ever gonna find a hideout that comes with hot springs?
That's a good idea. We should leave Kamoana and the others here.
Dial, could you stay and help them out?
As if you even had to ask.
Wow, that's surprisingly reliable for you, Dial.
Hey, that hurts. Now get going already. Benwick and the crew are making preparations in Hellawes right now. Hey, Rokuro, how'd the showdown with your brother turn out?
I killed him. But I couldn't break Stormhowl.
Is that because Stormhowl was an even stronger sword than Kuragane's?
No. Even with Shigure's full strength behind it, Stormhowl didn't even leave a nick in Kuragane's blade. If I didn't have this sword, I'd be dead now. I think I just couldn't break Stormhowl because I'm still too inexperienced.
But you won the match, didn't you?
Yeah, but only by combining my techniques with Kuragane's craftsmanship.
If that's the case, then as long as you're wielding it, that sword is Stormquell. After all, Kuragane's sword did quell the Godblade's raging storm.
Do you think Kuragane would agree?
Are you kidding? You know how stubborn that guy is. He'd just say he'd forge something even stronger the next time. And that's why I say you shouldn't be satisfied with how you are either, Rokuro.
I know. I'll find even stronger opponents to cut down. By my hand, Kuragane's Stormquell will become even more legendary than Stormhowl ever was.
That's the spirit! Show him what we demons can do!
Benwick went back to the Von Eltia at Hellawes. He told me it was a waste of time worrying about you. Heh, guess he was right too. You want to make Meirchio into a hideout, the Bloodwings will help you move in. And as a token of the boss's gratitude, we'll even do it for free. I've decided we should stay in this town for a while. I think it'll be safer that way. I saw light shoot up into the sky from the volcano. You're planning to wake up the Empyrean's work then. At first I thought it was an eruption, so I was really scared for a bit.
Grimoire, could we talk?
You sound so serious, like it's the eve of the final battle.
Well, isn't it? Can't you let yourself get caught up in the moment for a change?
Getting caught up in the moment is for young, foolhardy lovers. So, what is it you want to talk about?
I just figured I should drop by since, well, like I said, the final battle with Innominat is coming up and all.
Ugh, you're talking like you're saying your last goodbyes.
It's just that we're up against a lot. Even Miss Mogulu doesn't know what the future holds for us, and she almost always has that stuff figured out.
Whether she has it figured out or not, it is our lot in life to follow our vessels and fight to the very end.
That's what I've always thought, so I just dealt with Miss Mogulu's craziness up till now. But she's never thanked me for it. No, good job, Bienfu. No, I'm glad I'm your vessel. Not even something like, I'll introduce you to a cute girl when it's all over. It'd be nice to hear a little gratitude from her, even just once.
Surely you know she's not the type to do that sort of thing, though, yes?
That's all the more reason to want just one brief glimpse at who she is underneath.
If you're so unhappy, it's not too late to switch back to the Abbey's side and become an informant again.
What's the point in that? I don't know anything they'd want, and they wouldn't have any use for me there.
So you lack confidence in your own abilities.
Miss Moggy-Lou has let me come with her wherever she went, and her talents have gotten us this far. But now that we have to fight Innominat, I'm worried. I don't know what use I can be for her, or if I can keep her safe.
But you'll still go, won't you?
Yeah, of course. Or else my name isn't Normin Brave.
See, you can do this. You've been keeping Moggy-Lou safe this whole time. With all the emotional pain she's been through, she's needed someone as thick-skinned and tenacious as you. She may talk like she doesn't care, but she wouldn't have tracked you down and renewed your pact if she didn't.
When you put it like that, bien! All right, you've convinced me.
That's right. You just trust in old Normin therapist's good advice. It won't steer you wrong.
Wow, I'd have never expected you to actually make a joke like that, Grimoire.
I just thought I'd get caught up in the moment like you wanted. Ah.
It's cool out here, but that doesn't bother me. A pirate only shivers from excitement, never cold. Achoo! Orphe, rest. You can't just sleep in front of the stove all day. You have to go outside and play with me. Squee! Whew, bless the Bloodwings and their snow gear. I still can't believe you came all this way without it. Are pirates that brave or that stupid? Haha, precisely. Here for a reward, trusty folks to deliver. You're an inspiration to us all, you are. These rewards are kind of underwhelming. Your cheeks are as red as apples. Well, your cheeks and your nose look like apples to me. There was a terrible roar from the north on the scarlet night. There's a volcano on the edge of the world. Could it have been the sound of it erupting? The occupation of Meirchio is grim news indeed. What is happening in Hellawes? They're taking in refugees, but all the rumors flying around have everyone on edge. It's tense. Plus, something happened with the Abbey. They're slower to respond than ever. I see. If some spark ignites a panic amidst such unease, I plan on setting up plenty of food. A full belly sells the mind like nothing else. I guess the Lord of Calamity is a real force to be reckoned with. But the Shepherd has to be stronger, right? Don't ask me, that's a question for the gods. Praying that humanity triumphs is about all we can do, isn't it? It's a dark day when we're begging for help from the Empyrean. You said it.
You there, Exorcist! Do you know what happened to the Praetor, Lady Teresa? She used to be in charge here. Lady Teresa is the only one who can restore law and order in our town. Please, send a message to the Abbey. Tell them that the citizens of Hellawes are awaiting her return. Even if the Lord of Calamity herself were to attack, I won't budge until Lady Teresa returns to us.
What will refusing to move accomplish?
If my life is in danger, I know Lady Teresa will come to save me. Her, in that ice-cold glare of hers.
Teresa won't be coming back.
What?
If you really love Teresa, you shouldn't rely on her to protect you. You should become strong enough to protect her.
Whoa, that burning glare of yours. I think I like it.
Wait, what?
Madam Exorcist, will you tell me your name? I'm Eleanor Hume. Madam Eleanor, I will speak frankly, for my heart commands it so. I love you, both you and Teresa. The Exorcists are all acting strangely lately. Something must have happened. But what could it be? Search me. I tried asking the Abbey, but they seemed just as confused. I couldn't get an answer. We've brought supplies to help the refugees. See that everyone who needs them gets their share. Thank you, but I'm afraid we have no money. I'm not asking for any. Disasters were all too common up until 3 years ago. I'm only alive thanks to the grace of others, so this is my way of paying back what I owe. They say the Lord Calamity eats his victims, right down to their bones. I'm so scared. Don't worry, it won't come down to that. And even if he does show up, the Exorcist will stop him, I'm sure of it. With my heartfelt condolences to a town on the edge of survival, I shall sing a tale of the great Musif. Hearken to the lore of the Empyrean of Flame. This is called the Land of Fire and Ice. The Lord of Calamity has taken Meirchio. Apparently the populace is safe, but the place will never be the same, those poor folks. It's not just some we should be worried about. If the Lord of Calamity and his demons move south, Hellawes is in just as much trouble. That's right, what should we do? I don't care how powerful the Lord of Calamity is, the Lord Shepherd will prevail. He is the hope of mankind, so he has to. He will. If he doesn't, what future do we have?
We're planning evacuation routes. We need to be ready if the Calamity or demons show up in town.
When the Calamity attacked the first time, there was massive confusion. Some children got hurt in all the madness. We're preparing evacuation boats, so that we can all flee out to the sea if anything happens.
It's a good idea, but it will be hard to evacuate the entire town by boat. You'd best prepare a land route too.
That's a good point. But wouldn't a land route run the risk of being attacked by demons?
Yes, you'll need to guard it as heavily as you do the city gates. It would be best if you could devise a way to prevent demons from intercepting the escape route, but...
Some of the exorcists lost use of their malachim. We can't count on the Abbey's garrison to help us.
I'll send a request for aid to the Abbey. But please, don't give up. Try to think of something.
Of course. There's no way we'll give up. You can't rely on someone else to protect you.
Can you really ask the Abbey for help?
I can send a Sylphjay to some of my old friends from when I was still in training. Even if they refuse to trust a traitor like me, they won't ignore the plight of the people here in Hellawes.
This is where our families live. This town is ours to protect. It's gotta turn out alright somehow. We'll do whatever it takes to be sure of that. My duty is to guard the populace. I'll keep doing that no matter what happens. I almost thought he was brainwashed again. What? I never believed this. I saw Malik start to talk all of a sudden, and then poof, he just vanished. Is that true? If a Malachim disappeared, then the Exorcist will be powerless. The Abbey is doing all they can to handle the situation in Meirchio. In fact, 2 legates, the mightiest among our order, have been sent north as part of the effort. The demons are likely to have been destroyed or driven away by now. Darling, did you quit your job and come home for my sake? It was more of my own sake. Honey, if the world is ending, I want to spend my final hours with you. I feel the same way. So long as you're here with me, I have nothing to be afraid of. Someone call for a shepherd. Lord Artorius can surely smite that devil. Please calm down. The Lord Shepherd has a very important ceremony too. How important could a ceremony be? Why do we even have a shepherd? The Lord of Calamity has captured Meirchio. He's no ordinary demon. Something must be done to stop him before it's too late. Imperial Innominat, please guide the people of Meirchio to a safe haven. So my ancestral home, my fortune, all gone. How will I survive? Hey, do you hear? An undersea volcano erupted in the South Seas. I heard there was a whirlwind that reached as high as the clouds in some far-off mountains. I was told that an 8-headed dragon attacked Midgard. What's going on in the world?
Hey! How long are you going to sit there crying? You can't be a fisherman if you're afraid of some Lord of Calamity.
The demons that wrecked this town are still alive. Who knows when they'll show up again?
How about right now?
Sniveling idiot! Keep whining like that, and this Calamity whatever will keep walking all over you!
But what can we do? We can't even defeat a single demon.
That's why we take our boats, catch some fish, and make sure we've got enough food to keep on surviving. Didn't they drill anything into that fool head of yours in school? Do I have to knock some sense into you? Get up and get the boat ready!
That is one hot-headed dad.
Too hot for any demons to get near. That's for sure.
Time for me to do my job. I'll catch something to fill the town folks' bellies and put them in the mood to work. To work, you need to eat, right? Never mind anything else. That's a fact we can count on. Looks like Mount Hellawes didn't erupt after all. There's no smoke to be seen and no ashes falling. That isn't unwelcome news, but it doesn't explain the roar we heard either. There's so much gossip going around these days, but people need to be working, not cowering. You still need to eat today even if the world ends tomorrow. Ain't that the truth? No sense panicking over a bit of hearsay.
Welcome back! I take it you defeated the Legates.
Yes, but that still leaves Innominat and the Shepherd.
Onward ho to the last battle! Oh, I picked up something nice for you. Here.
An apple?
It's a fortune apple. A good luck charm. No real powers, but they're hard to find. Legend has it, they're pretty lucky.
A fortune apple.
But we're the bad guys, aren't we? Maybe what we need is bad luck instead.
I think the Reaper's got that covered.
Aw, that's just mean.
Well, I appreciate the thought. Thanks, Benwick. I love apples.
Just don't eat it.
I couldn't eat it, even if I wanted. Wait a moment. That's right. My power to consume is a part of Innominat. If that's true, then...
What is it?
You want a bite? Delicious fortune apple.
No way. That's a good luck charm.
That it is. One to give you the courage you need to survive.
So, where's our final destination?
The Empyrean's throne.
Sail for Port Zekson. Aye, aye, ma'am. Aye, aye, sir.
Do you think that with Innominat's power waning, people will be free again?
Well, the pirates are acting like pirates again. May take longer for others, but I think it's happening.
What do you think of traveling around to see for ourselves? I'd like to know what's going on out there.
I'd like to meet the elemental Empyreans, if I could.
That's not a great idea. They're all in various Earth Pulse points, but where those are is a mystery. They could be very far off.
And they might not view us as allies.
Yep, gods live by their own rules. Our business with Innominat probably doesn't concern them.
You're right.
It might be wise to scope out the situation before our battle. As we go around, we might find out more about what Artorius is up to.
Just don't eat him. Got it?
I won't. Don't worry.
Hey, Rokuro! I heard about a Class 4 island that sounds damn near perfect for you.
An island that's perfect for me. Do the rivers flow with good drink?
Now that you mention it. But no, different island. I'm talking about you as a swordsman. The demons there all run around the island in suits of armor and helmets and stuff, I hear.
Armored demons are not unusual.
Yeah, but what I heard tell was that all the exorcists who got sent there came back with their swords broken. I don't know if they've got swords too, or if their armor is just that strong, but I reckon your sword will be able to stand up to them.
Well then, I've heard worse ideas.
If you believe the tales, that island used to be a place where swordsmen and knights competed to see who was stronger.
Oh yeah, I know the island you're talking about. Craftsmen from all over gave their finest weapons and armor to the greatest of warriors and made them fight. It was as much a showcase for those wares as it was a contest of strength.
So the demons on that island might come at us wielding fine arms and armor.
I'm certainly up for checking it out. I'm curious to see how good the stuff really is.
After all I've told you, you still want to go? What is wrong with you?
Class 4 Armored Zone. The island's full of fierce, heavily armored demons. Testing yourself against them could be fatal. Care for a fortune apple? You don't find a good luck charm like this every day. Open.
I'll finish this quickly.
Alright, this is my first Class 4 zone on Chaos mode. Unfortunately, the Fiend category includes fairies, which are very annoying because they tend to run away from you, and spam spells. The only good news is that there are a few slow, easy to hit enemies in the Fiend category, like those guillotines. The guillotines do resist neutral, which is kind of annoying, for me because I like to spam Velvet's neutral. Yeah, better set something else to X. Spam wind on it and hope for the best. Yeah, I really tend to mash buttons even when it's not helping me that much. Oh, and some of Velvet's arts makes her go far away from the enemy like that. It probably would have been better if I tried immediately followed up those types of arts with Defiant Conviction, since that one seems to rush her all the way to the enemy. More fairies. At least these seem to die in a few hits, since they're only level 21 on Chaos mode. And I'm running low on hit points. Things always get a little dicey, because if I'm not close enough to an enemy to hit them with Consuming Claw, that means I might not have enough to survive. I might not be able to get into her Fairy-in mode. That's why spellcasting enemies can be so dangerous, because if the remaining enemies a spellcaster are as far away from me, they might be able to kill me before I can Consuming Claw them. Okay, they're all weak to neutral, so they should go down fairly easy. If they didn't guard all the time. Yeah, some of them also seem to be wing types, which means my X button will still continue to help, since that one starts with Swallow Dance. Always moving away. Fortunately, Maggie just knocked them back towards me. Good team play there, even if it was unintentional on the part of the AI. AI seems to be better at guarding than me, I feel like. That's because they don't smash buttons like a noob. I also have them set not to use Mystic Arts. I really need to remember to re-enable those, at least for the Class 4 zones, since I'm probably not going to use Mystic Art chains during Class 4 zones anyway. Yeah, good thing I can get my souls back fairly easy, otherwise all those wasted Consuming Claws would be fatal for me. So strange, they put some of the weaker enemies towards the end of the gauntlet. I think they would start you off with the really weak ones and then go for the increasingly stronger ones. These are the very first wall type enemies. Yeah, they seem to get Iron Stance during some of their attacks. But we can't seem to do that without getting using a specific title. Okay, now we're back to this latest Fiend type enemy. Alright, we're done. Sadly, because all of those enemies were nothing new, I did not get any new drops. Of course, I can still turn the old ones into ingredients, which will hopefully help me in the long run, because I really need to gear up for the final dungeon. Alright, let's take a look at the Armored Zone. This one's gonna be the worst one for Velvet, for sure. I'm running out of souls again. Battle Music Garb 4. Alright, this run was not very good, but I decided to just leave it in anyways. I didn't want to just keep retrying over and over again, like I usually do. It's not like this is a real boss battle anyways. You know, in my previous attempt, Velvet died like halfway through, and I just decided to try again. This time, well, not quite the same thing happened, but it still sucked. I'm pretty sure only Megasonic Thrust is her anti-armor art, along with the Farian version of it. I forgot these guys are resistant to fire. You know, wonder which is better for closing the distance, Rising Falcon or Defiant Conviction. Well, I don't know why it's called Zero Impact Vest. I'm pretty sure there's an equipment called that. But why is her art called a vest? It's not like she's putting a vest on the enemy and then stabbing them, right? These giant golems are not the real issue. The real issue are those casting lizard types and also the lizard knights. Lizard people are the bane of my existence. Maybe I should start believing in lizard conspiracy theories in real life. Hitboxer's Zero Impact Vest is so weird. It trails behind her, but stuff that might be in front of her at the very end might not get hit. And yeah, they have super armor with their normal attacks too, for some reason. Okay, these guys really suck. They have really high stats, really high stun chance. Even though they don't have spells. If they catch you in a stun, you're basically dead. In this run, Velvet at least managed to avoid getting stunned, but I don't think Rokuro got as lucky. Okay, now we got Lava Atlas. I didn't really set a water button on Velvet. That was a big mistake, considering that a lot of the enemies from Killer House are going to be weak to water. Probably would have been a better idea than having wind set to X. Oh no, the lizards are back and they killed Rokuro. I think. One of them killed Rokuro at least. It was at really high souls too. And yet he just went all the way down to 2. Yeah, at this point I'm just using Rising Falcon and hope I don't run to their attacks. That would be pretty tragic. It's lizards. And the bees. The bees are also kind of suck. They're not very strong at this point in the game, but they are still very mobile, and they also have super armor for some of their moves. Oh no, Laphicet got fatigued, and he cured himself somehow. Maybe, I think one of his healing arts cured it. Yeah, healing arts are pretty much nerfed on Chaos mode. They're practically useless art in healing status effects and maybe applying buffs. Pretty much dependent on your break souls for healing at this point. It's a really weird design. Oh no, I'm almost dead, but I managed to get Consuming Claw in time. Haha. So Rokuro went from revived with half hit points to full hit points, all because of the break soul system. And there was no new enemy, so no new gear either. But some of these can be melted down to some useful ingredients. Haggler's Asterite. Reduce the amount of gold required for enhancing, okay? You have new dialogue? If you expect anything next from a crook like me, you'll be waiting till you die. I've drawn a line and I'll stand by it, so don't kid yourselves. Anyway, come back safe, alright?
I heard that the Lord of Calamity appeared in Meirchio. Now the whole town's been captured by demons. What is the Abbey doing? Why don't exorcists come around here anymore?
The Abbey has abandoned us. If the Calamity shows up here, we're doomed. We either run or give up and drown ourselves in drink. If only Lady Teresa were still here.
Why has it come to this? Curse you, Lord of Calamity, for everything you've done!
You're quite the popular girl. Why not wave to your fans?
Yeah, that's a good idea.
Oh please, someone, anyone, please help me. I think you'll be alright no matter what happens. You've got a nerve to plow through anything. There's something stirring up within the Abbey, but I still have faith in them. They're on our side, and without them, what chance do we have against Daemonblight? With Meirchio out of the picture, their sources of Flamestone are ripe for Hellawes to pluck. This is a chance to improve our own fortunes. And I suppose you plan to lasso Mount Hellawes and pull it closer so we can actually get to this stuff. Oh, I hadn't thought of that. Are you sure you're merchant material? Wait, doesn't this mean the pirates control the supply? Can control the flow of Flamestone supply?
So, what was it you needed to say to me alone?
Where's Laphicet?
He wanted to stand watch with me, but I forced him to get some rest. After all this fighting, he needs it.
I owe you. That kid always tries to play the tough guy.
Just like the one who named him.
He's nothing like me. His motivation comes from hope.
Hope.
The wind is nice.
Yes, the world may teem with hardship and sadness, but it's also filled with beauty. The endless ocean, the islands in the south, even the frozen tundra and the mountains that spew fire.
It is. And humans make their home among all that beauty. This is the world that Laphi always yearned to travel. I finally understand what he saw when he sat looking out over the ocean. Eleanor, I have a single favor to ask of you. If anything happens to me, take care of Laphicet.
What? Is something the matter?
The power possessed by the Therians and Innominat is fundamentally the same. I have a theory. No, theory is too rational. A different part of me, something separate from my hatred, wants me to do something. It wants me to leave this world with hope.
Wait, you don't mean...
Humor me, okay? If the worst happens, I'm counting on you.
I understand. You have my word. I'll look after Laphicet. While I'd love to take advantage of this momentary weakness, I can't. My oath is to obey your orders until my dying breath.
I'd almost forgotten about all that. Good thing I kicked your butt after all. Well, the suppression field is gone.
And in its place, rampaging demons.
We expected that. Thanks for everything.
I only did what I felt like doing. Who needs thanks for that?
Let's go. We have a fight to finish with the Shepherd.
Innominat's power may have weakened, but I think that'll only cause more of a stir in the cities.
Without the Abbey's exorcists, the people will have a hard time quelling demons.
Are you crying?
I'm simply coming to terms with reality. I've learned to think for myself rather than let others do the thinking for me. It's painful and frightening, and comes with great responsibility. But this is who I am now. It's on me to own up, face my fears, and keep moving forward.
You're a piece of work. But I don't mind having you around.
Yes, I'm not weak like I used to be.
No, you aren't.
You don't have to bear the weight of the world alone, though.
I understand that. I will do only what I can.
You always say that, but then you end up overdoing it, right? If you push yourself to the limit and it's still not enough, there's no shame in relying on others.
Rokuro, thank you so much.
You realize you just thanked a demon, right?
I'm aware of that.
I guess that's the lesson he learned after all those fights with Shigure that did not go so well without her help.
We put all our faith in you because you said you could protect us. We endured all your harsh rules and laws.
So how can you tell us you can't defeat the demons because you can't control Malachim anymore?
We don't understand why we've lost the ability to control our Malachim. But even without my Malak arts, I will fight to my dying breath to protect all of you. So please, calm down.
I'm not listening to anything the Abbey says anymore.
What are you looking at? Yeah, you there. Mean-looking guy. Get over here.
I think I'll pass. Thanks.
Hey, Muscles! Get back here! I'm not through with you!
Please stop. I understand that you're worried and upset, but now isn't the time to be fighting amongst ourselves. Please, let us all stand together. Help us fight off the madness and the demons that threaten our world. And if that's not good enough for you, you can face me instead.
Guess I'm sorry.
That exorcist has some serious backbone.
Aye.
Not all exorcists have lost their Malachim. Just stay calm and focus on your jobs. Guess some of them stayed behind because they knew it would still be necessary to fight demons. The world seems to be sinking, but there's no sense in whining about it. Anyway, our job is making sure stuff gets to where it needs to be, and we aren't quitting. Exactly, now let's go talk to some fishermen and make sure we all have something to eat. You're a great help. If everyone works together like this, we can overcome any disaster. If you let hard times get you down, you'll never be a real merchant. If your circumstances are dire, look carefully, because that's when opportunity knocks. I hear you. Debts incurred when times are bleak end up being rewarded tenfold down the line. Now let's get everything loaded up and ready to ship. You never care for exorcists marching around with their noses in the air, but without them, we're in real trouble, aren't we? Yeah, real trouble. We need to stay out of their way or we'll have much worse than them around. The 4th and 7th rate caravans were wiped out by demons. And they were both accompanied by exorcist praetors as well. What more can we do? Does that mean Malachim really are vanishing? If so, could it be another advent? No, I couldn't bear it.
Hey, it's you! Magilou's debauchery.
It's menagerie.
I finally get a chance to see the famous Magilou's menagerie. I've been waiting forever to meet up with you again.
Meet up with us? Why?
Well, with my bad luck, I've always just missed out on seeing your splendiferous performances. So, well, I made my own menagerie. The Abbey is a mess, and people everywhere are scared. Demons abound, and, well, everyone's so gloomy. So I thought that this is exactly the time when people need something fun and happy to lift their spirits. My troupe is still in training, but we're almost ready.
That's wonderful! What do you call yourselves?
I wanted something with power. Impact. So behold, we are the Dark Wings!
Dark Wings. Huh.
Hey, what gives? That's a terrible reaction.
You're trying to cheer people up, right? So why dark? And dark wings only make me picture crows. Or bats, maybe.
Really? When I think of the Dark Wings, I think comedy. Maybe I should rethink this. Oh, I got it! We'll be the Dark Smiles!
Sounds like you've got a pretty dark sense of humor. You really want to go with such a dark-hearted name?
Okay, fine. The Dark Magic. No, the Dark Circus. No, that's no good. The Darkest Hour. The Dark...
Maybe you could try losing the dark part.
Good point. All right then. How about this one? The Peddlers of Joy.
We don't accept solicitations.
Fine. Forget you. I've made my decision. We're Darkwing Menagerie of Comedy, and that's final.
You really went all out. Still, you've got zing, kid. Here's hoping you have many dark years to come. Magikazam!
Thanks! That makes us rivals now, but still, from one entertainer to another. Good luck.
About that Magikazam of yours? You only use that spell when you couldn't care less what happens, right?
What this world needs now is a good dose of apathy. Am I right?
But here's hoping you have many dark years to come. That's not very nice at all, is it?
Magikazam!
Thank you for supporting the Darkwing Menagerie of Comedy. Your future is guaranteed to be bright. Magikazam. Hey, that's trademark infringement. Oh, make sure we're ready to hightail it if the need should arise. Don't worry about your escape. Face forward and give it all you've got. There are reports of an anomalous situation at the throne. The Abbey is currently investigating it. Regular citizens have been instructed to keep away. Why is there a second shopkeeper? Why did I think I should die back then? There's no fool enough to say something so foolish. Oh, I'm so ashamed. I'll never let myself look like such a foolish fool again. Good, you may be a fool, but you've got your head on straight. Just make sure you never think that way again. I owe you one. You saved me from a dreadful fate. That's the shepherd's aim. If that's the shepherd's aim, then I'll be right at your side, doing everything I can to help you stop him. From here on out, your docking fees will be given a 30% discount. That's conviction we can count on. Hey, you scratched my back. Order is twice as important in times of chaos. Actions and words that invite panic are more dangerous than demons. Sadly, fear and anxiety stir people more easily than hope and faith.
I can't get my hands on nectar or a good drink anymore, but thanks to that, I've finally seen the light. I tried drinking lots of different things to help cope with my cravings, and I discovered that a nice cup of tea really does the trick. You can't give kids the heavy stuff, but tea? Kids, adults, the elderly, everyone can enjoy it.
That's a good positive point of view.
I'm thinking about using my life savings to open a tea shop filled with tea from all over the world. Rather than let ourselves get all worked up panicking over the demons, we'd be better off sitting down with a nice cup of relaxing tea.
It'd be wonderful if you sold some tasty pies or cookies there too.
I know, right? I need to find some baked goods that go well with tea. Maybe I can find a girlfriend while I'm at it.
Well, good luck with that.
Thanks. Speaking of which, are you single?
Sorry, think I'll pass.
Yeah, figured as much.
I'm not giving up. I'll find a wife or die trying, so I'm asking again, will you marry me? Nope. Ditto. I figured. I don't care how bad it gets. I believe in the Abbey. I believe in Lord Artorius. He can defeat any foe that threatens us, even the dragon. Isn't that right? Absolutely. He's a shepherd. The great Empyrean has chosen him to save the world. I saw with my own eyes a shining 8-headed dragon flew into the skies. It was north of here, near the Empyrean's throne. What could it have been? I reported it to the Abbey, but it hasn't me so worried. I saw it too. Do you think it might have eaten Lord Artorius and the great Innominat? Don't say such awful things. My homeland was captured by the Lord of Calamity. I wonder if my family and friends are safe. I'll find a ship bound for North again for you. I'll be right. Forget it. The Abbey has asked me to help with the relief effort, and that's what I'll do. The needs of the many are more important than my personal affairs. Your reasoning is sound, but are you sure? Well... Lord of Calamity doesn't scare me. He'll never be the shepherd. Whoa, there I was innocently strumming away in an attempt to forget my worries. And I ended up writing an infectious melody. Soon everyone will be humming this number.
The map's really getting filled out now.
You seem really happy, Laphicet.
Yeah, you just had a big old grin on your face.
Well, yeah, of course. Surely even you have some times when you can't help but smile. Right, Velvet?
I never thought about it. You know, I guess I do. Like when I managed to get the kitchen and the dishes sparkling and spotless.
Oh, I know that feeling. I feel that way when I get the bathtub scrubbed so clean that it's as good as new.
Definitely. Oh, and when I finish hanging a huge load of laundry out to dry on a beautiful sunny day.
Could you not compare this to doing chores?
The scouting vessel just contacted us. They say they found Terror Island.
Terror Island? What kind of place is that?
Eisen was talking about it earlier. It apparently moves around.
It's the damnedest thing. Legends say it's roamed the outer seas since time immemorial. They say it absorbs power from all of existence.
That sounds like it might be connected to Innominat.
We won't know anything more until we go there ourselves. First, we should join up with the crew at the docks in Isolt. I heard you guys found Terror Island. Is that true?
Yes, First Mate. It was moving around, just like the legends say. We left a team on the island to track its movements.
Then they'll lead us right to it. Excellent. We'll take the Von Eltia there.
Aren't you rushing things a bit? We don't even know what's on the island. It's too dangerous.
I'm aware of the dangers, but I can't abandon my crew on that island. You can grumble all you want, but I'm going.
Ugh, yeah. I figured there wouldn't be much use in trying to persuade you.
Yeah, I got her unlocked because I had all the areas here unlocked during the end game. I guess that the moment my ship returned, they said that they discovered Terror Island. I have to talk to this guy to sail there.
What the hell?
Normans.
Ooh-wee! Now this is mighty rare. Looks like we got ourselves even more guests. Welcome y'all to Normin Island. Y'all must be right tuckered out from all that traveling. Why don't you take a load off, sit for a spell, and have a snack?
Wait, did you say Normin Island?
You heard right. This island is homeland for all us Normin.
It's good to be back. I haven't been here for at least 1,500 years.
Aw! It's you, Grimoire! How you been? It's good to see you.
And you.
If you guys knew what this place was all along, why didn't you say something sooner?
Well, Eisen just sounded so cool talking about venturing into the unknown and all that, so I didn't want to burst his bubble.
Sometimes it's good to let someone dream, no matter how far-fetched said dream might actually be.
This island is way too good to be true, First Mate.
Ah, everything's so nice and laid back here. I could just relax like this for 1,000 years.
So, when people say this place absorbs power from all existence, this is what they meant?
Well, they're not wrong, I guess.
So, what should we do? Do you really think it's okay to mark this island on the map?
Let's not. I got a feeling this might be one of those places that's best kept a secret.
Yeah, you're probably right.
Well, so much for Terror Island, I guess.
Normin Island, Isle of Terror.
We did it! We completely filled in the world map!
That took a lot of work.
Nicely done. It's a good start, at least.
A good start? You mean there's more?
It's true that we completely explored the outer seas that surround Midgand, but for all we know, a whole new ocean might be waiting on the other side of the far continent, and we've only searched the surface of the outer seas. Who knows what sleeps beneath its waters?
I guess an explorer's job is never done.
Is that a hint of greed I detect? I thought Malakim were above all that.
You guys have lost me again.
Well, Malakim can live for thousands of years. I'm sure you'll finish your map one day.
Assuming you don't become a dragon first.
If that happens, it happens. What matters most isn't that you make your dreams come true. It's
that you pursue them alongside your friends, right?
Oh, look at you, kiddo! You stole Eisen's line right out from under him.
Oh, sorry, Eisen.
Don't worry about it. I really enjoyed making this map with you guys.
Yeah, me too.
I don't know how far I'll be able to go, But it's always about the journey, not the destination.
Even the chocolate has a different sound, huh? Or is this syrup? I'm not sure. What is this liquid? Are you gonna board our ship? These Normans?
I'm getting a bit tired of just lazing about on this island. It's boring here.
How long have you been lazing about?
About 1,000 years, I think.
That is a long time to not do anything.
Then again, it'd be terrible to have a mean old tyrant of a master, like what happened to Bienfu. Oh, can I just make a pact with a nice girl who will pamper me all day? If she was real pretty, I wouldn't even care if she liked making terrible puns.
I think you're setting yourself up for a letdown.
I should go and look for a beautiful woman. They aren't going to come to me on their own. Once you try the rice cakes and sweet bean pastes from this island, you won't go back to other desserts. The difference is in how healthy they are.
I ran into Zavid a little bit ago. He had a kid Moloch along with him. He said he saved the kid from a demon.
Zavid has a soft spot for children.
That's what I heard. It was freezing cold that night, but he gave his coat to the kid to wear. You should have seen it. He was naked from the waist up. But as cold a night as it was, Zavid had this big smile plastered on his face. He laughed and said, I don't mind the cold. Besides, what's a little cold wind to Zavid the whirlwind?
Zavid really did seem like he enjoyed going without his shirt. We love a good game of hide and seek, but everyone knows all the good hiding spots on this island. I wish we could play somewhere bigger. Whew, it sure feels good to be home again, eh, Grimoire? Quite, but there's one problem. If I stay too long, I know I'm going to put on weight, sigh. This statue is the thing of beauty, isn't it? It was made by Normin Genesis, the first of us to go out into the world. He was a legend who helped both Siegfried, the first oracle, and the great Malik Brunhild. Siegfried, that's the name of the gun. It's a shame, really. Bienfu is the handsomest Norman in the world, but his face is hidden under that hat. I guess he really likes his real name his mistress gave him. What's his real name? I heard it means thing. It does not. It means cute hat. Grah, don't bring up the mistakes of my youth. We Norman love headwear. The standard hat is great, but unique styles like Bienfu's and Grimoire's are really top-notch. Maybe I'm due for a change in image. A sturdy helmet might look good for me. And it might cause you to turn into an armored Hellion. I don't have enough. I'll mark it down for later.
Did you hear? Phoenix found a new purpose, and he's real fired up about it.
Will he be alright? You know how he can get a little too fixated on his ideas.
I just hope he's with someone nice.
Either way, I'm still worried. Phoenix has a habit of letting his excitement get the better of him.
Should we go check in on him? I'm curious about what's going on in the human world, too.
Yeah, good idea. I was getting bored of just sitting around here. Let's go.
Then it's settled. Let's call everyone together and make it a big trip.
Phoenix is a champion of freedom who stands for higher wages and Norman independence. We don't have it especially hard, yet there he is, shouting things like, "Rise up, fellow Norman," all by himself. He's doing it for our own good, though, so we can't just ignore him. Don't let Phoenix hear you refer to Norman as common Malachim. The rest of us don't care, but it really gets under his skin. He may not look it, but when he gets mad, he's stronger than a demon, so be careful. I hear humans these days are stealing the minds of Malachim and forcing them into pacts. Those aren't real pacts. A real pact comes from when a Malach chooses a partner after careful reflection. Using power instead of trust is bound to cause nothing but misery, for humans and Malachim both. There it is. Oh, it's been so long since I felt the domain of the elemental Empyreans, and human resonance is slowly returning to normal too. The blessing of the Force should keep malevolence and Daemonblight under control. But as the old saying goes, danger past for Empyreans forgotten. How long will it take until prayers are neglected and the blessing fades once more? So you're the final card player of this area. Come one, come all, let's have some fun. Normin Shuffle. No, wait, this is a different... No, it's not cards, it's just different. Is Normin Hero Rules. Memory matching game where you try to match opposing pairs from a total of 25 Normin. If their poses match, the pair will be removed from the field. Hidden among the Normin with sunglasses and horns is Normin Shuffle. Shuffle is no match, and when selected, he will be removed from play, and the remaining Normin will be rearranged. The faster you match all pairs, the more TL coins you will earn. An additional bonus will be rewarded if Shuffle remains in play at the end of the round. That sounds kind of luck-based. Never mind. Alright, time to head back then. Is there any special dialogue? To think an island like this really exists. What a bizarre world we live in. Yeah, we can just travel there like any other place now. I never thought that Malachim had minds of their own. Or mistreatment of them must have been what caused them to vanish. That is so, but if they do have minds like men, and we show honest repentance for our actions, perhaps they will lend us their aid once more. Could they ever trust us enough, though? I cannot say. All I know is that I want to atone for my sins against them. I will do what I can to communicate that to them. Even if the Exorcist fail and the Lord of Calamity runs rampant, I will continue to defend Reneed. That's the path I chose, and I intend to stick to it.
That place really was a prison island. Worse, I heard that's where the Lord of Calamity was born.
Where did you hear that?
From an exorcist who lost his malak and caught the Daemonblight. He screamed it as he was killing his exorcist buddies. It happened in the forest. I managed to hide. I've never been so terrified in my life.
An exorcist turned into a demon.
He must have lost himself when he lost his malak. Looks like we really did a number on the Abbey.
If that's true, then it means the Calamity was born right under the Abbey's nose, and they let her escape. How could they let that happen?
I don't know, but I guess it means the exorcists aren't perfect. I thought that if we followed the shepherd, the Abbey would save us. But maybe that was just wishful thinking.
I guess the shepherd and his exorcists are only human. I mean, they aren't gods, so they can't solve every little problem out there. You think we expected too much of the Abbey? Passing your problems on to someone else isn't a good way to solve them, is it? I will maintain my faith in the shepherd. Demanding everything and giving nothing is what cowards do. The emergency stock of food is all set. I'll keep a close eye on it. Thank you. If even a single morsel goes missing, you won't go off easy. Oh, certainly not. I'll keep everything above board.
Meirchio was attacked by the Lord of Calamity and the town was lost. They say a bizarrely dressed witch chased down the townspeople and devoured any she caught.
That must be the Lord of Calamity. She dressed as a cackling witch to toy and torment us humans. That monster!
They say she wore a black cloak, a big hat, and rode a broomstick. She jeered and jested at those she caught.
So, a demon impersonated a witch and hunted humans, huh?
What happened in Meirchio really got twisted in the telling. That's the grapevine for ya. But that aside, this is unforgivable. I'd never use a broom or wear a black cloak. It'd go against my superb fashion sense.
I feel so sorry for the people of Meirchio who had their homes stolen by demons. I want to do something to help them. We should collect money from the citizens of Reneed and send it to them. People need to band together when times are tough.
Is it true that more demons are appearing in other towns? And that some exorcists have suddenly lost their powers?
Yes, I'm afraid it is.
Is everything going to be all right?
Leave her alone, son. You're bothering the exorcist.
I just wanted to know how other places were doing.
In every city, the frequent demon attacks have endangered lives, caused chaos, and hindered travel and trade. Farms have been hit hard, and harvests are delayed. It's certain that there will be food shortages before long.
I thought as much. Well then, that settles it.
Settles what?
I'm going to plant an orchard and some vegetable fields. We've been lucky. We've been spared the worst of it. Also, the soil here is rich and suited for farming. I can't fight the demons, but I can help stabilize the food supply. I want to do what I can to help.
That's wonderful to hear. I'm rooting for you with all my heart.
You know, if you're starting a farm, you're going to need someone at your side.
Would you please stop bringing that up?
No. If you're serious about this, I want to do everything I can to find you a match. So on that note, how about it? He's a good boy. You don't have to marry him right away. You can take it slow.
Sorry, I'm kind of married to my work.
A shame. Well, what about you? The scary girl over there.
Who are you calling scary?
My apologies, miss.
Hey, aren't you forgetting someone?
No way! I mean, love, marriage, that's not important right now. Besides, I have a date with these saplings.
He chose a tree over me.
Anyway, let's keep moving. If you fail, I'll give you a proper burial. You really do plan to outlive me, don't you, Dad? Why wouldn't I? It's me you're talking to, remember? You know what your old man's like, wah! A former exorcist is working for the Lord of Calamity. I hear he planned some sort of cursed parasite into her body to make her his puppet. What? That's too disturbing to even consider. There's also a girl with them with a bizarre cowlick. She looks innocent enough, but that's just a ruse. Her heart's like a stone made of pure evil. A girl with a bizarre cowlick? Wait, is that me? No! Gravely injuring an exorcist, praetor, and her Malik. That's one hell of a soldier. So if the exorcists go, the world will be flooded with demons. Maybe I should mix me something that'll make for a painless death. It's too early to be thinking like that. Your skills are still needed. You can still help people. That's true, I suppose, and yet... Hey, is it just me, or is the ground really shaking? You feel it too? I can't explain it myself. It's almost like there's something powerful down there moving around.
You're Laphicet, right?
Yes. Who are you?
I'm Vidal's mom. He wanted me to give you this note.
It's the fourth ingredient. What happened to Vidal?
He has a high fever and can't move right now.
It's the terminal stage of the 12-year sickness.
It can't be.
All the other kids in town avoid Vidal because they're scared of the disease. But you chose to be his friend. I want to thank you for that. Vidal always perks up when he talks about you.
Miss Vidal's mom, I know this is sudden, but can I borrow his book? If we can figure out the last ingredient, we can make medicine that'll cure him. I don't care what it takes. I'll decipher it myself and...
That sounds like it could be really dangerous. I can't let Vidal's friends put themselves at risk like that. Besides, I've already lent the book to someone else. I've been prepared for this day ever since I learned he had the 12-year sickness. I'm sorry, Vidal. I'm sorry I couldn't give you a healthy life.
What's the plan, Laphicet? Do you still intend to look for that last ingredient?
Why bother? Time's short and we're out of leads.
I know it's sad, but there's nothing we can do. Vidal was fated for this end from the start.
Is there really nothing we can do?
Don't feel guilty. None of this is your fault. You've been a good friend to him. Besides, the Omega Elixir is a fool's errand anyway.
How could you say that? Jeez, Velvet! Even I'd have tried to soften that one.
What's there to be gained from being less direct? Sure, it might hurt now, but in time, it will be just another memory. A sad memory you'll keep tucked away for when you need it.
How can you talk like that? Vidal's still alive! And what about all of his research? The Omega Elixir is real! I'm sure of it! I'm not ready to give up!
Then stop talking about it and keep on looking.
You mean it?
Once you've lost him, it'll be too late. No matter how sorry you feel, no matter how deeply you regret, regrets don't change into memories. They hang over you like a living nightmare. But you haven't lost your friend yet, or your hope.
Yeah.
Then hold on to it as tightly as you can.
Okay. I'm going to find that fourth ingredient. Let's take another look at the clues in Vidal's notes.
There are so many things here. World Tree Leaf, Aball Forest. Please take good care of Vidal's notes. He worked very hard on them. He said they were for his friends.
An exorcist. What's he doing here?
That's...
It's a world tree leaf.
We need that for the Omega Elixir.
You know of the Omega Elixir? You're no ordinary travelers.
I think you can tell that just by looking at us.
He seems wary of us. Should we take it by force?
No, we'd be at a disadvantage. He looks strong.
I could try talking to him.
Wait, let me try.
All right, Laphi. Do what you need to.
Please, sir, may we have that? We need it badly.
Sorry, kid. I've only this one. You're so young. Do you really think you can make an Omega Elixir?
I have a friend who's very sick. If there's anything I can do to save him, anything at all, I have to try.
Did you already gather the other ingredients?
No, we still don't know what the last one might be. But I'll find it. I swear I will. My friend is suffering too much. I refuse to give up on him.
Take it.
Are you certain? Don't you need this as well?
I'm an exorcist. Talking to you, well, we're supposed to put the needs of others ahead of our own. You think not of yourself. I would be a poor model were I to deprive you in your time of need.
Thank you.
By the way, young one, perhaps this will help your cause. I've been studying an old book, and it would seem that the final ingredient is a Moloch's prayers. Unfortunately, thanks to the Lord of Calamity, the Abbey's been losing a good number of Malachim. I've managed to be exceedingly lucky and mine is still okay, but he will not give me his prayers, even when I command him to. Perhaps you will succeed. I have not faltered in my duties as an exorcist. The world must come before my family. I'm so sorry, Vidal.
Now that we know what the last ingredient is, there's just one thing left to do.
Hey! I think that might have been Vidal's dad.
Well, now that you mention it, Vidal did say that his dad was an exorcist.
If he was the one who borrowed the book from Vidal's mother, that would explain how he got here.
Damn, though, that's cold. Doesn't that mean he was willing to give up on his son? How could he place more value in the Abbey's teachings than on his own son's life? I think he made the rational decision. Remember, he felt that there was no way he could get the last ingredient for himself, so... Yeah, okay, sure, logic. Kids ain't logical. How do you think Fidel would have taken this?
I'm sure he'd be terribly hurt.
Look at it like this. That guy clearly went to a lot of trouble to decipher the book. He would have faced considerable dangers just to get here.
Exorcists can't save the whole world. They have to live their lives conflicted like the rest of us. If everyone lived as selfishly as me, the world would be a wasteland.
Velvet.
I don't disagree, but he knew what he was doing.
Am I dreaming this? Is Velvet actually defending an exorcist? Pinch me!
I'm only stating the truth. Anyway, if we'd fought, it would have been to the death.
Good thing this ended peacefully.
Fee, I can't tell you what's right in this situation, but if Fidel does die, the sadness will be numbing. I can promise you that.
Yeah, but I think even in sadness, hope can spring to life. As long as you keep living.
Anyway, we've got everything we need. Let's get back to Vidal's house and make the Omega Elixir.
That exorcist said the last ingredient was a Moloch's prayers. That's all it is?
We're in good shape then. We've got Laphicet and Eisen and Bienfu. One of you can surely squeeze out a prayer or two, yeah?
Omega Elixir Recipe 5. Collect a Moloch's prayers.
We're back! Where's Vidal? Oh, it's you, Laphicet. I'm sorry, but Vidal's already lost consciousness. But he's still alive, isn't he? Please, let me see him. Vidal, it's me, Laphicet. We have all of the ingredients for the Omega Elixir. I'll prove that your translations were correct, Videl. Just wait.
Laphicet.
He's awake! No, he's just mumbling. That's all he's been saying this whole time.
I'm sorry. Sorry, Laphicet. I'm sorry I told you to go away. I really wanted to talk to you more.
It's fine, really. That doesn't matter now. You're my friend. There's so much of the world you still need to see. You have to get better, so we can go on adventures together, okay? Huh? Is that...
It's the Omega Elixir. So, it wasn't really Amalek's prayers.
It was their tears.
Sweetheart, you're home!
I am. But I have no right to be here at this point. I chose to do my duty as an exorcist over the welfare of my own dear family. I won't ask for forgiveness. This isn't something that can be forgiven.
Dad?
Videl, are you feeling okay?
He's fine. A generous friend worked hard to prepare the Omega Elixir for him.
The Omega Elixir? Wait, don't tell me your friend is...
You helped him, right? I heard that it was you who told him what the final ingredient was. Thank you, Dad.
No, son. You have no idea. I...
Dad, it's okay. You protected the world in your own way. The one Mom and I live in. The one I want to explore when I get a little older.
Son.
All's well that ends well,
Hard to believe we managed to actually make an Omega Elixir. That's one hell of an accomplishment.
Oh, and here I was anticipating much wailing and gnashing of teeth. Videl turned out to be pretty resilient, huh?
Can't you just say good job like a normal person?
You're no fun. You did good, kid.
Thanks. But I might have given up if not for Velvet's encouragement.
All I did was rile you up. I wouldn't call it encouragement.
Not you too, Velvet.
Anyway, that was a noble thing you did, Laphicet. You really held on to your hope all the way through.
Yeah, I just didn't want to give up on Videl. But I don't really think it's worth praising. I haven't felt lost like you have, Velvet. If I had, I don't think I would have been so sure of myself.
Perhaps. But I think you'll still have it in you. Even if you ever do lose something, dear.
Huh? Why?
That's just the feeling I get. Look, I'm tired of Eleanor's grumbling, so I thought I'd say something nice for once.
Could you not make this my fault?
At the end of the adventure, it turned out that all that was written in the ancient book was true. Wow, I love your stories, Videl. I hope I can explore the ancient ruins someday. Kids grow up before you know it. Yeah, I'm just glad we get to watch it happen, and for a long time still to come, I hope. That you will. I'll make sure this house has a long, bright future ahead of us. Thanks for tuning in to this Let's Play of Tales of Berseria. If you enjoyed, please leave a like, subscribe, and or hit the bell icon.